We're all looking for the same thing, right? Lasting happiness. It's this universal drive. But if we're being honest, it feels like we're constantly chasing something we can see, but never quite hold on to. So, what if the map we've all been using has been wrong this whole time?
I mean, think about it. You get the dream job, you buy the new car, you find that perfect relationship, and for a little while, there's this amazing feeling of joy. But it never really sticks around, does it? Pretty soon, we're right back where we started, chasing the next big thing, telling ourselves that this time it'll be different. So, what's going on here? Why does the happiness we work so hard for always seem to slip through our fingers?
Well, it turns out the answer is actually pretty simple. It all comes down to a fundamental mix-up, a case of mistaken identity that honestly has trapped most of us. We've been working under this huge illusion about where happiness comes from, and it's been sending us down the wrong path from the very beginning. And here it is. This is the core of the whole problem. We have mistaken pleasure for happiness. Now, they can feel really similar, and they often show up at the same party, but they are two completely different things. Confusing them is the number one reason our search for happiness so often leaves us feeling empty.
So, how does this even happen? Well, it's not really our fault. It's kind of like this clever bait and switch that our own minds fall for again and again. There's this little chain reaction that happens in our heads whenever we experience something pleasant, and it's what keeps this whole illusion going.
Okay, so let's break down this little mental trick. Think about the last time you ate something absolutely delicious, or maybe you saw a really incredible sunset. For just a second, everything else just kind of faded away, didn't it? That constant chatter in your head, the part that's always planning, worrying, judging, it just went totally silent. And in that tiny little moment of quiet, our natural underlying state of being, you could call it our true self, it finally gets a chance to come out. And guess what? That state is pure happiness. We get a real taste of the genuine article. But then, as that pleasant feeling fades, our mind kicks back into gear and makes a huge mistake. It looks back and says, oh, that piece of chocolate made me happy. It blames the feeling on the external thing, not on the inner silence it created. And just like that, we're off to the races, chasing the next pleasure. Now, this little mix-up doesn't just send us on some wild goose chase. It actually traps us in a pretty vicious cycle. And chasing pleasure as if it's happiness, well, it comes with a seriously high cost. First of all, it takes a ton of energy. All the stress, the worry, the sheer exhaustion of always wanting and pursuing something. And then our mind gets used to it. That first slice of cake was incredible, right? But the 10th? Not so much. We build up a tolerance, and we start needing more and more just to get that same brief moment of mental quiet. This just creates an endless, exhausting loop of new desires. And in the long run, this constant chase can lead to actual suffering, when the very things we pursue for pleasure end up making us miserable. For every gram of pleasure harvested in the world, we must pay kilograms of suffering. That's from Lester Levinson. It really drives home the point that the search for pleasure often creates the exact opposite of what we're actually looking for. So you see, this is way more than just some harmless confusion. It's a trap. Every single time we chase something on the outside, hoping it will finally make us happy for good, we're actually just reinforcing the bars of our own cage. We're moving further and further away from the real thing. Okay, so if chasing pleasure is the wrong road, where's the right one? Well, it's time to completely flip the script. The answer isn't about finding a bigger, better, shinier thing out there in the world. It's about turning our attention in a totally different direction, inward. And here's the most amazing part of all of this. Real, genuine, lasting happiness, it isn't something you need to go out and get. It's not something you have to earn or achieve. It's who you already are, deep down. It's there right now. It's just been covered up by all the noise. We don't need to acquire it. We just have to learn how to turn inward and uncover it. When you really look at these two paths, the difference is like night and day. The outward path is like being a hamster on a wheel, just this frantic, endless chase for temporary fixes like food or fame or money. It's a cycle of wanting that never, ever ends. But the inward path? That's like discovering a deep, quiet ocean inside of you. It's not about chasing anything at all. It's about turning towards your true self and just experiencing the vast, peaceful happiness that's been waiting there for you the whole time. To imagine that some little thing, food, sex, power, fame, will make you happy is to deceive yourself. Only something as vast and deep as your real self can make you truly and lastingly happy. That was Sri Nisargadatta Maharaj. So I guess the only question left is, are you ready to stop chasing and start discovering?